TracyJvmes, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. If you are new here, I am TracyJvmes. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family and join the vibes. And of course, to my babes and my bae watchers, thank you guys so much for being here yet again. You guys know how much I love and appreciate all your love and support for my content and everything that I do. Today is Monday, December the 1st, and we're starting off the new month with a new beginning yet again. So as you guys know, I've been going back and forth with whether or not I was going to stay with US Express or if I was going to go to another company. And I must say, you guys, an opportunity presented itself to me that I just could not refuse. I would have loved to have stayed with US Express a little bit longer to get the remaining of my sign-on bonus. But honestly, with this new job, the sign-on bonus doesn't even matter. There was literally only one position left with this new job, and I was like, there's no way I can let this slip away. It is a regional position, so I will be in the South region of the United States, so I won't be traveling all over anymore, but we're still going to be going to some interesting places, so we'll still be getting the life of a trucker content, so don't worry, not much is going to change with that. But yeah, the only downside to this company is that I won't be getting the home time opportunities like I would have been getting with US Express, meaning I won't be able to take like a week off at a time. I'll only be able to be out of the truck throughout the week and home time for a 34-hour reset every single week. The good thing about this company is that I will still be getting PTO, and I accrue PTO day one of employment. So I'll be gaining those days off that'll be paid. It's just obviously will take a little bit longer for me to get those like extensive times off. But I do feel like with this company, I will be able to still enjoy having time off with friends and family for big events as long as I plan ahead of time. It's paying really well, and yeah, I just feel really good about it, and I'm looking forward to it. We start tomorrow. Y'all know I'm quick with it. We start tomorrow. We've been off literally since we've been off since 2 Fridays ago, so we've been off for about 9 days. I'm ready to go back to work, if I'm being totally honest with you. But we're headed now over to the old truck to get the rest of my stuff out of the truck, because tomorrow I'll be doing the 1 day of orientation and moving into my new truck, and I'd rather have everything already in my car so that, you know, when I go to orientation and I move into my new truck, everything will be in there in my car and be with me. So yeah, I'm just a little bit concerned about leaving my stuff in my car, so I'm going to try to put as much stuff as I can in my trunk, and anything I can't fit in my trunk I'll just take upstairs with me for tonight. But like my my microwave and my TV, I'm going to put them in the trunk. Hopefully, it's really cold, so hopefully it doesn't like mess up my TV or microwave, but it's been in my truck literally just sitting on the yard for the past week, so I mean, what harm could it do? I mean, that truck is probably freezing cold as well. But I have Nas with me. He's riding along with me to clear out the truck. I don't have as much stuff in there because I did take a lot of stuff out when I went home. So yeah, but yeah, we're headed to go and clean out the truck. I haven't told my manager yet that I won't be returning. I don't plan on telling her until tomorrow, once I finish up orientation and everything looks good. They already have me pre-planned on a load going to Florida, but it doesn't pick up until the 3rd, because I told her I wasn't going to be returning back until the 3rd anyway, so I have time to tell her like, hey, I'm not coming back. But yeah, like, I'm the type of person where I don't want to say I do things last minute, but I'm the type of person where I like to make sure everything is solidified before I ever quit or leave anything. So granted, I'm not giving her enough time to, you know, prepare for my departure, but they onboard drivers every single week, and I'm just one person. So, you know, this is just the way that works for me to be able to do it. So I know it may be an inconvenience to other people, me doing it this way, and I don't feel great about doing it this way, but obviously I'm all about my money and I have plans and goals, so I can't like leave a job not being totally sure that everything is going to go smoothly. Obviously, I'm hired. I've been cleared through background, cleared through drug testing, but you never know. Sometimes things can happen, and I always like to have a backup plan. So my backup plan is to not quit US Express until orientation is done, I'm signed, sealed, and delivered into my truck, and have a load ready to go. So yeah, that's why we're not telling them right now. A lot of drivers do this. I'm not the only one and won't be the last. I feel like if anything, this is the smart way to do it. Never leave a job without having a job backed up. Though I have the job and I'm hired and everything's clear, I still, for my conscience, like to make sure everything is everything before I just officially leave. But I do want to get the hard part out the way, which is clearing out this truck. And I'm trying to get ahead of evening traffic. It's 3 o'clock right now, so traffic will be flowing within the next hour or so. So once, it shouldn't take me long to clear out the truck. I have to take my TV down and stuff like that, but that shouldn't take long. It's just 4 little simple screws out of the back of the TV. So yeah, I'm hoping that I get another Freightliner, because the Freightliners come with fridges. So I'm hoping that I get another Freightliner so I don't have to buy a fridge. But if I do have to buy a fridge, that's fine. I'll get it in a couple weeks. So yeah, babes, that's what we're doing. I know you guys have probably been wondering, is he gonna stay with US Express? Is he not? And as of today, I am not. I am going to a different company. Yeah, and I'm allowed to have Nas, so Nas is going to be with me. This company does have inward facing cameras. However, I did get clarity that as long as I am not driving, I can cover the camera. So as long as my truck is parked, I can cover the camera. But if the truck is moving, the camera has to be uncovered, which I'm totally fine with. Like I said, on the local job, I had an inward facing camera and it was not a problem. But obviously, if I'm going to be in the truck living, I don't want a camera watching me. So as long as I can cover the camera when I'm parked, I have no issue with inward facing cameras. I think a lot of people that have issues with inward facing cameras while you're driving is just people who like to do other things they shouldn't be doing while they're driving, like using your phone and, you know, doing things that distract you. Me personally, I don't use my phone when I'm driving, so that's not like a red flag to me. Inward facing cameras, like I said, I dealt with inward facing cameras for an entire 2 years and it was not a problem. But you know, obviously my reservations was just because I'm living in a truck, but that's not anything to worry about. So yeah, we got clearance for knives, we got clearance with the whole inward facing camera thing. The money is great. The only thing I don't like about it is the home time, but that's not a big deal because honestly and truly, the plans that I had to do with my home time wasn't going to really benefit me because I was going to be taking trips every time I'm home, and obviously trips cost money. Flights, hotels, foods, Ubers, you know, boarding knives. So, you know, this is just another way for me to get towards my goal. And also, we have decided where we're moving to. I'm not gonna say yet because we're not moving there anytime soon. We still got a lot of things to pay off and catch up on and get cleared before I move into another place. But the great thing about it is that with this job, they have local opportunities in the area in which I'm moving in. So after 3 months, I'm eligible to transfer. So this is just great. This is like a really good opportunity that I just could not pass up. I would have loved to have gotten those extra $500 in a couple of weeks. But like I said, this opportunity is just better suited for me and what I'm trying to do. And yeah, it just made more sense. It made more sense. The opportunity fell in my lap. I got everything situated and I'm excited. I'm really, really, really excited to get this going. So I'm excited for tomorrow. Orientation is at 7 in the morning, so I'm gonna try to get rest tonight so that I can be fully rested. I've been hanging out with this guy this past week. You know, nothing serious as of right now, but I do enjoy his vibe. I enjoy his company. So we've been hanging out, kicking it. So tonight's probably gonna be our last night hanging out while I'm out on the road. So we'll see how the communication goes while I'm on the road to see if he's really about that life with me being gone, because we pretty much spent every night together for the past week except for one night, which was Thanksgiving night. But yeah, he's a really cool guy. I hope things goes well. It would be nice to finally have someone that I can take seriously, but you know, I'm not like getting my hopes up for sure. So yeah, I'm spending the night with him tonight and hang out and then hit the ground running in the morning. 7 o'clock is really early. So I'm going to try to get to bed no later than 9. And yeah, that's going to be about it. So I'm about to stop at Burger King, get me a bite to eat, and then we're going to head over to the truck and get it unpacked. And I will see you guys when we get to the truck and we'll unpack together. And yeah, I'm excited. Welcome to another weekly vlog, guys. Hopefully hopefully y'all not like Tracy. All right, get it together. I told y'all one thing about me, I will move around a million times until I get it right. Until I feel totally confident and secure in my decisions, I will move around until I figure it out. And I'm hoping and praying that this is the moment in which I figure it out and it works out in my favor, which I'm pretty sure it will. So yeah, there's that, guys. All right, let me order my food and I will see you guys at the truck. Bye, babes. Love ya. So, babes, I'm having to walk in the cold because my truck battery is dead. I forgot to turn off the power switch when I went home and the battery is dead. I don't feel like waiting for someone for the shop to come and jump off the truck. So I am just walking across the parking lot to get my stuff out of the truck. So I'm gonna have to take about 2 trips, but it's whatever. Gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, here are the trucks. And also they just finished the new driver lounge, so I want to go take a peek in there and see what it looks like. So for the drivers that are driving for US Express, I'm pretty sure if you guys have been to the Ellenwood terminal, you know that it was like a hot, filthy mess for the past however long. But they have a new driver lounge now, so I'm gonna take you guys in there and let you see what it looks like. But because the battery in my truck is dead, I don't have any lights in the truck. So I'm so glad I didn't wait to come tonight, because I wasn't gonna come until tonight, but obviously God was looking out. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I wish I had some light. If I had light, that would make it so much easier, but I have no freaking lights in here. It's so dark in my bunk, so I'm hoping I don't forget anything. I don't think that I will, because I'm gonna do a thorough check of the truck before I like officially leave. God, I don't feel like doing this, but it has to be done.
One eternity later.
Okay, babe, so we are all done. Got the truck cleared out. It actually wasn't that bad. Yeah, did my final checks. Made sure I got everything out of here. And I did. So nothing is left in the truck. Just doing a final little check. Make sure. Yep, I'm good. Only thing left for me to grab is my TV. I have it wrapped up. I checked under the bunk. I checked out my cabinets. Everything is cleared out. Got all of my stuff out of here. Definitely had a lot of stuff. I do not plan on bringing this much stuff with me on the next job.
Okay, girl, bye.
So, let's go. I might take you guys to the driver lounge just so you guys can see. I'm pretty sure there's a couple US Express drivers that watch me. If you haven't been to the new Ellenwood terminal, I'll show you what it looks like before I head out. But yeah, like I said, we're still technically employed with US Express until tomorrow afternoon, so I make sure everything is finalized with the new job, which I'm very confident that everything is gonna go just fine. But like I said, you never know, so I haven't officially left yet. If I have to move all this stuff back in this truck, so be it. We'll get it done tomorrow, but hopefully, preferably, that I won't have to do that. You know, I'll be moving everything into the new truck. But we got everything situated. My car is a wreck. I have stuff everywhere in my car, but I'm gonna have to take a couple trips at my house to get this stuff in the house and like sort everything out. Jesus Christ. God, I'll be glad when this is over. But I mean, this is stuff that has to be done, so don't really want to complain about things that has to be done. But we're done with the truck. Everything is empty. I would show you guys, but I mean, it's pretty dark in here, but that's the bunk area. Oh, bye truck. Leaving US Express for the second time. and hopefully the last. But all right, babes, I'll see you guys in the driver lounge. I'm gonna put this stuff in the car and I'll take you guys in the driver lounge and see what it looks like. All right, peace. Okay, guys, so they still got a lot of work to do. The laundry room is not open. The showers are open though. They look really good. This one is vacant. Let's see what it looks like. Wow. Wow. This is really, really nice. Ah. If you guys have been to the Ellenwood, Georgia terminal for US Express, you know that the showers were filthy. Go back to my moving into my apartment vlog and you will see where the showers were. They were literally outside. These showers are absolutely beautiful. Like, oh my God, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They did an amazing job with the remodeling of this terminal. And it's like more than 2 showers. You have like 10, so let's see. So yeah, from what I can tell, it looks like it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 showers. So that's a big step up. They have the fitness room right here. They're still setting it up, so you can't really see, but it's a little few things in there. Laundry room is still being done, so that's closed. But if you're looking for a hot shower, you got some nice showers. Okay, babes, I would have showed you guys more of the new driver lounge. It's really nice in there. I can say they did an amazing job with the remodel, but there was a lot of drivers in like the little common area. But if you guys are with US Express and you're in the Atlanta area, be sure to stop by the Ellenwood, Georgia terminal. It's probably gonna be like another month before everything is like fully up and operational, like the laundry room, the gym, and what else was under construction? I think that's the only thing that was under construction, the laundry room and the gym. So it'll probably be like another month before they get all of that situated. But the showers, as you guys saw, beautiful. Let's just hope that the drivers keep it that way, because you know, truck drivers are known to be filthy. But I mean, with it being like freshly new like that, it probably will take a year or 2 for them to really mess it up. And because it's indoors, it'll probably be much easier to maintain. But the showers are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They did an amazing job with that remodel, because compared to what it used to look like, oh my God, just go to Google reviews, you'll see. But yeah, US Express drivers, make sure you check out the Ellenwood, Georgia terminal. Like I said, everything is not fully functional. So if you need to do laundry, that's not functional yet. If you want to work out, the fitness room is not functional yet. Just showers and a little common area for you to sit. The common area is actually really big. I definitely think they tried to do the remodel how Shippensburg's terminal is, because it looks very familiar to Shippensburg's terminal. That one is fairly new as well. Like they built a whole building out there. But yeah, it's really nice. So we're on our way back home. We have to unload this car. Everything that I have in my trunk is going to stay in my trunk, because that is the stuff that I know for sure is going into my new truck. Of course, like my pillows, I'm going to take those upstairs because I want to wash my pillowcases, wash my sheets, wash my comforter. I have some clothes back there. I want to wash Nas' bed. He's going to get a fresh bath tonight, even though he just got a bath the other day, but he's going to get another fresh bath tonight. And yeah, we'll be ready to rock and roll in the morning. Like I said, hopefully everything goes well and I can call my fleet manager with US Express and let them know I won't be returning. And we'll start this new chapter. But like you guys have seen in the past few vlogs, the complaints that I had, I know in last week's vlog I said I was going to stay with US Express, and I had all intentions to. But when this opportunity presented itself, I was like, yeah, this is God's way of telling me that this is probably going to be the best option. And also, I don't know if I told you guys, there is a weekly pay guarantee. So you'll never make less than a certain amount. I won't say what that amount is, just because I don't want to get drivers excited, or I don't want to get them, you know, all in my business like that, for real, for real. But what I can say, the guarantee is enough for me to still be able to save and enjoy my life with no bills. But yeah, like I said, I'm about to unload this car. My camera battery is about to die, so I won't be able to like do like a cute montage of me unloading the car. But once we get upstairs, get situated, get settled, I'll sit back down and talk to you guys, and we'll close out the night. It's currently 4:42. I can't remember what time I got started doing everything, but I'll just say it took me about an hour and 15 minutes to get everything out of the truck. But I got everything out. I checked to make sure everything was cleared out. That's mine. And I may stop by tomorrow just to do one last little sweep through and go to the shop and let them know that the battery is dead. I left the keys in the truck. It's a secure lot, so you know that's fine with leaving the keys in the truck. And yeah, I had another set of keys. I just don't know where they are. They probably in one of these bags. But yeah, I feel good. I feel great. We're on our way home. The terminal actually wasn't that far from where I live. It's like maybe 20 minutes max. So it's not far. And then the new terminal is also not far from where I live either. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow to see how tomorrow goes. Obviously with orientation, I won't be able to like film the in-person stuff. But once I get the truck and, you know, if I have a conversation with my new manager, I'll kind of record a little bit of that, let you guys hear. But we should be back working, fully like working out on the road starting Wednesday. I highly doubt I'll have a load Tuesday. I mean, if they do give me a load, that's perfectly fine, but I doubt it. I probably won't start officially running until Wednesday. So we'll be in the apartment for tonight and tomorrow night, and then we'll be back on the road Wednesday. And I think that I'll be able to work this whole week without having to do a 34-hour reset, because our reset days are on Thursdays. I think they said between Wednesday and Friday, so Thursdays will be our reset days. So yeah, I'm gonna stop bumping my gums, and I will see you guys back at the crib to get all of this stuff out of this car. But luckily, you know, I'll be home, so I won't be getting stared down by drivers. Drivers are so nosy. I had so many drivers just literally staring at me walk across the parking lot. I'm like, dang, do y'all want to help? Do y'all want to help, or do y'all want to just stare and try to assume what's going on? And then I also saw the orientation leaders that I did orientation with. They was looking like, what's going on with him? Yeah, I'm leaving, bitch, already. Thank you, deuces. But yeah, I'm out. Love you guys. See you later. Mwah. Good morning, babes, and happy Wednesday, December the 3rd. It's currently 8:34 a.m. and I am on my way to my new truck. Yesterday was pretty busy. It was pretty chaotic yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to really, you know, film as much as I would like. I did move some of my stuff into my truck. I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't going to bring as much stuff this time around, but I feel like I still end up bringing a lot of stuff. But you know, it's whatever. I mean, it's with me now. So truck is packed up. Well, car is packed up, and we're headed over to the truck. We don't have an assignment just yet. I didn't get a chance to speak to my new fleet manager on yesterday because he had to leave early. He had a doctor's appointment. So today is technically my second day. I'm assuming at some point I will be able to speak with him. I'm going over to the orientation facility now just to show my face, let them know like, hey, I'm still here, you know, hope I'm still getting paid. But yeah, I'm excited for this new job. I think it's gonna be great. I was able to speak to someone yesterday that's over a portion of the dedicated account, so that was cool to be able to talk to somebody that has a little bit of insight of what, you know, the job is gonna look like. But now I'm just waiting to hear from my actual fleet manager. But we're taking the rest of the things that we're gonna put in the truck over to the truck now. And like I said, I'm gonna hang out in the truck just to kind of see, you know, if I might possibly get some type of load. I think they said I have to do like training or whatever, which I don't feel like I necessarily need training, because this dedicated account, it's not like you have to unload anything. It's not like you have to, you know, follow a certain procedure. You just have appointment times that you have to make, so you just kind of go. But with this particular company, they're like, you know, known for doing training to whatever capacity. So that's going to be interesting to see how the training is going to work, because I have my own truck. I'm assuming they're going to have their own trucks. I don't know if it's going to be following them around to their deliveries to see what they're doing, but I mean, it's pretty simple, I would think. But hey, you know, that's their policy, so it is what it is. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, yesterday was just one of those days where we just basically just did orientation, set up the truck. I got a Freightliner, thank God. I don't know if I told you guys, but I was able to get a Freightliner, so I'm happy about that. It's actually one of the newer Freightliners. My TV actually didn't fit, so luckily Best Buy was able to take it back, so I returned it back to Best Buy and got my money back for that, so that was good. And it doesn't have a refrigerator. I'm not really too pressed about the refrigerator, but at some point I am going to get a refrigerator because it does have a space for a refrigerator, but it doesn't have one installed like my last truck did. But that's okay, you know, that's fine. You know, that's an easy fix, a little mini fridge, like $100. So not a big deal. We'll get that probably in the next couple of weeks. Because, you know, now it's grind time. Your boy ain't getting paid this week, so it's looking a little suspect, but we're gonna get through it because I've been backed into worse corners than this. So this is not really something that I'm really stressed about, and obviously this is something that I wanted, and this is just the way I had to go about doing it. So it is what it is. But anyway, we're headed over to the truck. I'll show you guys the truck once we get there, once I get everything put in, and get everything situated. And hopefully we hear from my fleet manager within the next 30 minutes. They're in Arkansas, so they just got to work at 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna give them like an hour to get in. And by the time I get to the terminal, they'll probably reach out to him, and then he'll probably contact me, and we'll go from there. But yeah, only thing I'm concerned with is as long as I'm getting paid. As long as I'm getting paid, I ain't tripping. Like, child, you don't do nothing for the rest of the week, I'm fine. As long as I get paid, I'm good. So yeah, but probably today they're gonna have me do something. But the appointment times for this specific account are early morning, so everybody's probably already like on their route for today. So I highly doubt, you know, there's gonna be anybody for me to like train with today. And then I think that everybody does their resets on Thursday, so nobody gonna be there's not gonna be anybody for me to train with on tomorrow either, unless there's somebody that's not doing a reset. So yeah, I wanted to start orientation on Monday, but my orientation leaders, they just, child, they didn't, I don't know. But, well, not my orientation leaders, my onboarding specialists, they didn't, they said they tried to get me in for the Monday class, but when I talked to the other ladies, they was like, yeah, yesterday's class was barely full. So I was like, interesting. But anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. I feel like I want to stop and get like a little breakfast sandwich, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Talk to you later, babes. Love you. Mwah. Okay, babes. So we have all of our stuff in the new truck. Y'all, somebody tried to take my truck. The shop came up to me, and it was another driver walking behind him, and he was like looking at the truck, and I'm like, hello, can I help you? And the shop manager was like, you got to sign this truck yesterday, right? I was like, yes, and all of my stuff is in here, so what are we doing? And he was like, okay. And so the other driver was like, okay, you know, Freightliners are a hot commodity, and let me tell you something, the newer ones are even more of a hot commodity. And I got so lucky getting this truck yesterday. This was not even on the list of trucks that was available, and I found it in a lot, and I was like, let me go to the shop and see if this truck is available. And it was, and I got it, and it's mine. It's assigned to me. Still haven't heard from my fleet manager yet. I'm not gonna stress out about it. I'm not gonna get myself overworked. He'll reach out to me at some point. I'll confirm the pay when I talk to him. I mean, it is what it is. It's a process. I just have to be patient. So I'm not even gonna like stress myself out. I will hear from him today, and hopefully we'll get going tomorrow, or we'll just see. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys the truck. It's a Freightliner. I don't know, what year is this truck? Hold on, let me see. I don't know what year it is. I don't know if this permit book will tell me. Oh, there it is. Oh, actually, no. It's a Freightliner Cascadia 2022. What is this? Let's see. What is this? Record of annual inspection. Oh, this is old. This is real old. This was done January 26th, 2023. The truck number is not on here, so I don't know if this is correct or not. So yeah, it's a 2022 Freightliner Cascadia, so it's not a 2025. It seems brand new, to be honest, so I can only imagine what the 2025s look like. But I just checked my permit book. My permit book looks like all of my permits are up to date, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, this is the truck. So this is the bunk area. Obviously, it's really, really nice. Oh, let me show you guys what I was talking about with the TV mount. So the TV mount actually comes down from the ceiling. So this is what the TV will hang on. But of course, I had a 32-inch TV, so it wouldn't be centered. So I couldn't mount the TV, but that's okay. We took it back. We got our money back. Up here is just where I have like my clothes. With me being regional, I didn't bring as many clothes. This is just like essential stuff for when I take a shower, joggers for when I'm working. Obviously, Then we have another compartment up here. I just got some candles, Bath and Body Works room sprays, all of my chargers. I got knives, like clippers and stuff. I have my microwave here. This is where the fridge is supposed to go, but I made this nice little area, so that's where Nice is gonna be. You know, you guys know I normally keep him on the front seat, but now that we have front-facing cameras, I don't want him to be considered a distraction. So I have him gonna be sitting right here, and he can walk around and roam around, jump on the bed, which I hope he does not do that. This here is a little closet. I just have like some uniform shirts in there, jackets, stuff like that. And then down here is another little compartment. I don't have anything down there just yet. I have my air purifier right here. This is really good for being in trucks with dust and having to get in and out, opening up the doors and stuff. So yeah, and then we have another compartment up here. I just have like my bath stuff, and I have like medicine, personal products here. Up here is another little compartment. I just have some waters there that I had left over. And yeah, I think I showed you guys that compartment. In there I just have like air fresheners, Lysol, lighters, incense, and then of course we have the passenger seat. This here is just like my little snack tube, which I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put that, but I might let it just sit right there. And then we have the moneymaker seat, which is my driver's seat right here. And I have my little phone mount right there. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it there, but I probably will. And yeah, so this is the truck, you guys. Welcome to my 2022 Freightliner Cascadia. It's really, really comfortable. My bed looks cozy. I got fresh linen. So yeah. But in the meantime, I think I'm just gonna hang out in the truck. I don't know. Until my fleet manager reaches out. I may go back home, to be honest, because I'm not like, the place is not far from my house. It's like 20 minutes, so it's not bad if he does reach out. And I mean, it's the middle of the day, so I'm probably not going to have a work assignment today. More than likely, I'll probably have something for tomorrow, but hopefully he reaches out today. And like I said, I'm not going to stress myself, step out and get worked up about it. He will reach out today. I will talk to him today. We will get clarity on my pay for this week, and we will get moving tomorrow and start making money. Because your boy pockets is real dry. But nah, so yeah, so truck is clean. It like, this truck was literally spotless when I moved in. Like, it didn't smell like smoke, it didn't have scuffs, it wasn't dirty. He still the shop still disinfected it and cleaned it out for me. And then here, they literally wash the trucks every day. If you're parked over here in the bobtail area, they wash the outside of your trucks every day. So they just washed my truck again this morning. So my truck is clean on the outside, it's clean on the inside, it smells amazing. Got a lot of Lysol spray in here, honey, disinfected. So yeah, I'm excited to get going. I really am super excited to get to work. I've been off for over a week now, and I'm like going crazy because I'm not used to being off this long. It's nice, don't get me wrong. I've been enjoying being able to just relax and wake up when I want to, take Nas for long walks, hang out, you know, just chill, catch up on TV shows. But your boy is ready to start back making money because, you know, the bills don't stop. I just paid my rent, honey. I'm looking ugly. But I'm glad that was the last month. To God be the glory. That was the last month I had to pay rent. Oh, God, it's so good. But all right, yeah, I think I'm gonna get out the truck because I'm gonna be in this truck, so I might as well get out and enjoy outdoors. The sun is coming out, so it's really pretty outside. It's been gloomy for the past few days, so it's nice that the sun is out. I'm probably just gonna go back home, hang out, probably do some hookah, not much of nothing, and then hopefully hear from my fleet manager at some point today, probably before lunch, I hope. And then I'll probably come back to the truck tonight and just stay in the truck tonight just in case I get like an early morning assignment. Or, you know, we'll see. If I don't, then I'll hang out with my little boo thing again. We've been spending the night with each other every night. I really like him, but, you know, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is for right now with no expectations. But, yeah, so I'm going to go now. I will see you guys back at the house, and I'll let you guys know once I hear from my fleet manager. Nas is in the car right now. I didn't bring him in the truck yet, so he's in the car. I might give him another bath since we're going back home. All right, babes, I'm going to go now. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Mwah. What's up, babes? So it's a few hours later, obviously. We are on our way to go see Di. Di reached out to me earlier today, and let me tell y'all something. I love Di. I love Di, and I just appreciate his friendship so much. He reached out to me. I guess he saw my vlog when I was talking about not wanting help moving, and he offered to help me move. So yes, we talked about that. He totally understood where I was coming from with not wanting to reach out for help to move. And I have amazing friends, don't get me wrong, and I definitely know that they would show up for me, but it's something about asking for help I just don't like. And he understood that, so he offered help, with my move, so I appreciate him so much. We're going over to see him because I haven't seen him in a while, and I'm in town, so obviously I want to see him. And yeah, he has a new place. I don't know if he wants me to mention that or not, so this part may get cut. If it doesn't, then he doesn't care. But he has a new place, so I want to get him a little housewarming gift. Obviously I didn't have enough time to like go to the mall, so I'm gonna just go in Kroger and get him a nice bottle of champagne. And yeah, we're gonna go over to his house and go hang out with him for a little while. I did speak to my fleet manager, and I'm supposed to start training tomorrow. The trainer was supposed to reach out to me, however I have not heard from him yet, so I don't know what the deal with that is. So yeah, that may or may not be happening tomorrow, but I did confirm that I am getting paid, training pay, regardless of whether or not I am working or not, because it's not my fault. So yeah, so I don't even really care if I work tomorrow or not, because I'm still getting paid. But anyway, obviously I would like to go ahead and get the training out of the way, so that's one less thing I have to do. Kroger is always so packed over here, like, oh my goodness. But this isn't the only gas station over here. There's a Publix right around the corner, but I mean, like, dang, Kroger be blow every day. But anyway, let's go in here and get him a nice bottle of champagne. I think they have Veuve Cloquet. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But I'm going to get him that and get him like a little cute bag. And so, yeah, I'll be back. And then I'll see you guys when we get to his house. Like I said, I don't know if he wants me to share that he has a new place. Obviously, that's probably something he wants to share with his subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to Dai's channel, make sure you subscribe at Dai Randoms. We'll see what the vibes is when we get over there. And yeah. Obviously, I want his moment to be special, so he probably wants to reveal his place on his own timing. But obviously, I'm super excited to see him, so I had to share that I am going to see him. But yeah, so let me stop yapping because he told me to get there at 5:30. It's 5:07. He doesn't live far from where I live, so it's not that bad of a drive. But yeah, I'm still yapping, so let me get out. Okay, so I got him a gift. I got him some flowers. Congratulations, Dai. And I got him a bottle of Bel Air. I feel like he had Bel Air at his house before, so I got him a bottle of Bel Air. I was gonna get the Veuve Cloquet, but y'all, I'm balling on a budget, honey, so I had to get Bel Air. But we're gonna support black-owned businessmen, honey, and good old Rick Ross and Bel Air. That'll do. But I'm so happy for him. So I wanted to get him something nice so that he can have. And I got this little cute little bag for it as well. So yeah, let's go see Dai. Like I said, I don't know if he wants to share his new place or not, so some of this may not even make the vlog, but hopefully it does. I feel like he's not gonna care. I probably won't show his place, but he has a new place, so we're going over to see him. I'm so excited.
I said, okay, cool.
I know that's right. Come on, concierge. Honey, my friend is not to be played with, okay? Let me tell y'all something. Dai is that girl. He don't like to be called girl, but I love you, brother. But Dai is that guy, okay? Don't play with him. So let me make sure I'm going to the right place. And we finna go see Dai. I'm so excited to see him. Okay. All right, babes. Talk to you later. Love you. Mwah. Good morning, babes, and happy Friday. December the 5th. It's currently 7:09 a.m. and I am at the terminal to take out my first load. I actually did training on yesterday, and we didn't start the training until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I definitely was not, in the mood to film anything. I think the last we talked was when I was going to go visit Dai. Let me just tell y'all something. Dai's new place, all that. I can't wait for him to share it with you guys. So y'all don't want to miss his new place, his new content. Gonna be fire. So y'all go support my brother Dai Randoms. But yeah, it was so good to see Dai. We had a great talk, catched up, good vibes, good energy, like always. So I really enjoyed that. So yesterday, which was Thursday, December 4th, I did my training, and now we are about to take our first load out. It's going to Perry, Georgia. Of course, I'll show you guys like my setup and everything once I get there and all that good stuff. But yeah, we are officially back working, you guys. At first I was getting a little concerned because I was like, wait a minute now, I finished orientation on Tuesday. Why have I not yet been with a trainer. But it was just one day of training, so it was a breeze. But I'm warming up my truck now. Matter of fact, let me go on duty so I can do my pre-trip. But yeah, babe, so we are back at it. My trainer was really cool. My trainer was actually the guy. Remember I told you guys that I was in my truck and somebody walked up and was looking at the truck like they wanted it? That was the trainer. That was the trainer, and he was looking at the truck because apparently the girl he trained before had wanted that truck. But I beat her to it because she, instead of her getting assigned to the truck before she left orientation, she went home. No, ma'am. So I got it, but apparently she's gonna have a ride along, so she needed something with a top bunk anyway, and that truck doesn't have a top bunk, so it worked out for the both of us. So she got, I think, an international or something like that. But yeah, my trainer was cool. He was really nice, chill, laid back guy. He's from Michigan, but lives in Atlanta now. So yeah, but I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna finish my breakfast. I just got like a little sausage biscuits from McDonald's, and I'm about to go park my car. And well, I put Naj in the truck. Naj is right here. Come here, Naj. Here is Naj. Yes, he's with me. I know you guys be concerned about Naj, but don't worry, he's with me. He's trying to get my biscuit, and you're not gonna have it. But yeah, I'm gonna put him in the truck, go park my car, and then we're gonna head on down to Perry, Georgia. And then we'll see what the rest of the week's gonna look like. So yeah, love you, babes, and I'll see you later. Okay, babe, so we're making our way back to the truck, and I'm not going to say the company that I work for, but look around. But yeah, so here we are, and I'm excited. It makes sense, and I think it's gonna be very, very, how can I say? I just think it's gonna be a good thing. I really do. I feel totally sure and totally confident about it. So yeah, but anyway, it rained last night, so it's like super wet out here. It's not as cold as it was a couple days ago. It was freezing. I'm talking about freezing, honey. I was like, oh my goodness. But it's not as cold today, so that's good. But yeah, we're about to make this commute. I need to stop and get fuel. I could get fuel here, but I want to get some Pilot points, so I'm gonna stop at the Pilot in Jackson. And I also need to weigh this truck as well, or weigh this load to make sure that it's not overweight, because I have to go past that weigh station in like Jefferson, Georgia. I think that's like Jefferson, Georgia, and they always pulling people in, so I need to make sure that I am at the correct weight on my axles. But yeah, babes, let's get in and let's get going. Love you. Mwah. All right, babes, so we made it to our delivery in Perry, Georgia, and they're about to get started unloading me now. So let's see. And just like that, we are done. Actually, babes, we're making a quick stop. I forgot that Nas ran out of food, so I'm about to go in this Walmart right here. Literally was right up the street from where I just delivered the Tractor Supply in Perry. So we're going to the Walmart to get his food really quickly. And I knew this area was familiar. When I used to work for on the Aaron's account, we used to deliver to this Aaron's right here. So it helps that, you know, JB Hunt typically delivers, so I'm parked in the parking lot. I'm all far away, so hopefully, you know, I don't get in trouble, but I'm about to be really quick in and out, and I'll get groceries later. I don't really need anything, so yeah, just getting nice food. Maybe I'll grab a case of water, but really I don't want to have to carry that back to the truck. So just nice food, and we're out. Okay, babe, so we made it to Dublin. So we just submit our loaded call. So we are good to go on that. Now we head over to Flower Branch. And then I think we're done for the day. I don't think, they have me set up for like 2 Purina loads, but the date says December 6th. So I'm assuming that's for tomorrow. So I don't know, but we'll confirm with that. But anyway, I'm just about to scale this load because it's pretty heavy. And then we're gonna make our way to Flower Branch. I'll see you guys once we get there. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to Atlanta tonight. I mean, might as well. Got nothing else to do. So, all right, babe. See you later. Mwah. Whew, y'all. Babe, I've been working. I'm tired. We made it back to Flowery Branch. I already picked up the first. I don't know if I told you guys I had a Purina load I had to pick up, take back to Flowery Branch. So I already picked that up. I had a second one, but they didn't have any more empties, and I'm low on hours. So I'm gonna do the second one tomorrow. Right now I'm just taking a quick 30-minute break because I am gonna drive back to Atlanta. Hopefully if my load is ready, I'll be able to drive back to Atlanta because I have another load tomorrow going to Thomas, Georgia. And I'd rather go ahead and take it halfway so I can already be halfway there. But yeah, so yeah, I just got a little chicken Caesar wrap. I legit have not ate since that McDonald's sausage biscuit this morning. So I'm starving. But so far so good. I love the communication with the fleet managers when you're actually actively working on the loads, because they're like planning on stuff back to back. And that is the whole point of me being out here. That is what I was saying from the beginning. So I love that the communication is great and they're willing to work with you to move stuff around. So love that, love that, love that. Also, my fleet manager from US Express called me today. And she was like, I saw that you left. We just want to know if there's anything that we can do. First of all, you're my fleet manager, and I had to tell someone else that I was leaving because you ain't never at work. So, no, there's nothing you can do for me. I appreciate the phone call, but it's just like, you are not, I don't want to say you're not a good manager, but you're not a present and available manager. And we need that as drivers. So, unfortunately, no, I won't be returning. But like I said, I still have nothing negative to say about US Express because it's not a bad company. It's just that what I want out of life right now and what I'm trying to make financially, they're just not able to do it for me without me having to hassle and hound and, you know, basically beg for loads, and it's not giving that. So yeah, but I'm about to sit here and enjoy my chicken Caesar wrap, and I will pick you guys back up once we get back to the Flowery Branch DC. Hopefully the load is ready so I can pick it up and head on out with it back to Forest Park, and I can stay at home tonight and leave out like I did again in the morning. So yeah, talk to you later, babes. Love you. What's up, babes? Hopefully y'all can see me. I just made it back to the DC in Flowery Branch, and my load still is not ready. They have an hour. They have 1 hour to get my load ready before I officially run out of time and I won't make it back to Forest Park because I only have 2 hours and 16 minutes left on my 14-hour clock. So, yeah. I'm confident that it might be ready. Yesterday, I feel like when we picked up, it was ready by like 7:30. So, hopefully it'll be ready at like 7:30 and I can get out of here. Yeah. It was a pretty good day today. I wish it wasn't raining and stuff. Like, the rain basically made it like gloomy and just slow and sluggish because I ended up having to take the back way from Dublin because it was so much traffic, of course, coming through McDonough and then going through the city of Atlanta and coming up through Gwinnett County. It just was, traffic was nuts, so I had to take the back way, which extended the trip about 30 minutes. But had I took the regular way, I would have probably been extended by like an hour just because of traffic. So tomorrow I'm going to Thompson, Georgia, and I'm going back to the same place in Dublin and coming back up here and doing basically the same thing I did today. What was I about to say? Forgot what I was about to say that fast. And yeah, I mean, I don't know when my reset day is going to be. I asked to have Fridays off because I like having a day during the week off. So basically, I would be off Thursday evening into Friday morning. I don't know. I think I told you guys. He said he has to confirm with the planners if that's going to work. If it doesn't work, it's not a big deal. Hopefully, I can get Thursdays instead because that way I can go into an Atlanta and Film Boys chat. But but yeah, so we're just sitting here right now, just waiting. There's two other trucks here. One truck just pulled up. I think he's dropping his stuff off, and then there's another truck. He was here earlier when I got here, and I left and went to the store to do my 30-minute break and get some food. So I guess we're all waiting for our loads, and there's so many loads in there that's ready. And it's like with the people that are here to get their loads, their shit ain't ready. Like crazy, right? But it's like so many loads that's literally in that box ready to go, and we're here to get our loads and it ain't ready. But anywho, all right, y'all, I'll talk to you later. Mwah. Hey babes, excuse the lighting. I just made it back to Forest Park. The load wasn't ready, so I didn't wait for it. Like I said, I want to go home. I want to take a shower. I want to relax. So I have to go back and pick it up in the morning, but that's not a big deal. Like we're allowed to do that. So yeah, I'm just packing my little bag. Oh, here go my gloves. I was looking for my gloves. Okay. So found my gloves. So I'm just packing a little bag for tonight because I'm staying with Boo. We've been pretty consistent, y'all. So it's kind of scary because it's like, dang, at the point in my life where I'm not in Atlanta full time no more, a whole man want my attention. So much. We're good to go. And I will see you guys in the morning. And we will get the day started. Love you, babes. Mwah. Good morning, babes, and happy Saturday, what's today's date? December 6th, I think. Oh my God, my sister's birthday is coming up. Yeah, December 6th, my sister's birthday is tomorrow. I gotta make sure I remember that. But yeah, it's currently 6:27, and we're on our way back to the truck to get started for the day. Y'all, when I tell you, this is not fun anymore. Why did I have to go and meet somebody, y'all? Like, oh my goodness. I'm like trying to like wrap my head around, like, I've been in Atlanta all this time dating guys, you know, and nobody wanted to be serious while I was here. And the minute I get ready to leave, and I don't know, I'm not even gonna say that he wants to be serious with me, but it just feels like it has the potential to be something serious. Like, we've spent every single night together since like a couple days before Thanksgiving. Now granted, that's not a lot of time, I know, but if you gay, you know, in gay world, baby, a week is a month. Okay, so it's just like feelings, emotions, and stuff like that start to move really fast, and I'm trying to mature and grow from that type of mindset because it has never worked for me before. But obviously, you know, it's nice to have someone to spend time with outside of your friends, so you kind of want to like nurture it just a little bit, not like excessively to where it just becomes like, okay, your whole life is revolving around relationship, not like that. But, you know, just like, hey, we all want a partner. And if someone is giving you that attention and someone is making it clear that they want to spend time with you, you want to prioritize that. But, you know, obviously I still have a mission, and we're still going to get the mission done no matter what. But I feel like now I may be a little bit torn in between work-life balance. You know, when it was just me and I made this decision to go back out on the road, it was just me to consider, and Nas is with me. But when you consider another human that has a job, that has a home, you know, it's a little bit more, I don't know, it's a little bit more detail oriented. It's not so cut and dry. But, you know, I feel like God is trying to, I don't want to say like distract me, because I really don't want to look at him as a distraction. But I do feel like God is trying to see how serious I am about what I'm trying to accomplish, and I am very serious. So yeah, babes, that's it, that's all. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always supporting my content. Thank you for always showing up and being here for me and listening to my little chaotic life, but you know, we still getting stuff done. So I love you guys for that, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Mwah. Okay, babes, we have officially made it to house in Georgia. The guys unloaded me now. I'm supposed to get out the truck, so I'm about to get out. And yeah, hopefully we'll be done here. I'm hoping within an hour, because we have a 2-hour drive to Dublin to pick up this preloaded trailer, and then we're going back to Flowery Branch, and then we have one other short, like really short load to do from Gainesville to Flowery Branch, which is like 15 minutes, so it's not bad. But yeah, good morning so far. It is raining, so it's like gloomy once again. I don't know when the rain is supposed to stop. Let's take a look at the weather and see. Oh yeah, it's gonna be raining pretty much all day the rest of the weekend. Next week's supposed to be nice. Friday is supposed to rain, but next weekend is supposed to be really nice, so we'll see what happens. But next week starting Tuesday is supposed to be nice, so looking forward to that. I need to call I think I'm gonna wait till Monday, because my orientation pay and my training pay is not showing in the app, and I need to know like what my gross pay is gonna be, because obviously I need to catch up on some things that I kind of fell behind with not getting paid this week. But hopefully it's pretty decent. So far with the 2 days that I've worked, I've made pretty good amount of money. So if everything goes good with orientation pay and all that stuff, next week's check should be really nice, and I can get a lot of stuff accomplished and be back on track. But yeah, I need to be off December 20th though, so I need to ask about how time off works, being that I just started. But that's in 2 weeks, so that's more than enough time for them to prepare. But yeah, I think I actually still have PTO left over from the last time I was working here, which wasn't long ago, like a month ago. But he's unloading me really fast. I love that for us. I love that for us, so we can get up out of here, honey. But let me take the Cookie Monster to use the bathroom. He just finished eating, and I will see you guys once we finish up. Love you guys so freaking much. Hopefully today is a quick day. I hope so. We're on the right track, so it's looking pretty up from here. All right, let's go. Okay, babe, so we are all done. That was fast. He was really nice. And yeah, he got me in and out of here in under 40 minutes. Literally, my clock just hit 40 minutes. So now we're about to head to Dublin, and then we're headed back to Flowery Branch. It looks like they already have me set up for my load tomorrow. Looks like they took me off that short trip from Gainesville to back to Flowery Branch. So I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. It is what it is. I don't care. Making good timing. Well, I gotta get out and close my doors, obviously. And I need to slide my tandems back to the front. And then we are going to be circling our way back to Flowery Branch. Okay, babes, so we have made it back to Flowery Branch. I didn't pick you guys up when I made it to Dublin because it was pouring down, raining, and I was just ready to get out of there. So we picked up the load in Dublin. We just brought it here to Flowery Branch. It's not raining here close to Atlanta or in Atlanta, because I came through Atlanta to get back up to Flowery Branch. Our load is ready that we're delivering tomorrow. So we just picked that up. It's going to Midland, Georgia, which is on the way, which is in the direction of the terminal. So we are headed to the terminal with this load to park there tonight, and we're going home. I have been able to go home literally every day with my loads. Now, of course, I know that's not going to happen all the time, because we do have loads that go up to like North Carolina and places like that. So, you know, those loads could probably potentially cause me to have to stay overnight, which I'm not mad about because I love my truck. It's really nice in here. But it is nice to be able to go home and, you know, at least enjoy my apartment while I still have it. So we're going home, and y'all know how I was talking so good about New Boy earlier this morning. It's just like, as soon as you start talking good about somebody and you start like believing that people are different and have good intentions, they show you otherwise. But we'll talk about that when I get home. Nothing specifically happened, but I don't know if it's an Aries thing, but when we start to think and analyze like patterns, it all starts to make sense in our minds, and there's no change in our minds. So we'll talk about when we get home, because we're going to close out the vlog. But I'm so happy I get to go home, because that means I get to edit the vlog tonight and get it uploaded and ready to go. So I don't have to be stressed tomorrow, because I don't have to get up early, because I'll literally be halfway to Midland going to Forest Park. So I can get to work, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning if I feel like it. So happy about that. So let's go ahead and make our way back to Forest Park, and I'll just see you guys when we get home, so that I can just get all my stuff together and get out of here and get home. So I'll see you guys when we get home, and yeah, let me hurry up because I go another drive. Let me get out their way. All right, babes, love you. See you at home. Mwah. Okay, babes, so I just made it to Forest Park, and I'm just putting in all of my information. So this is one less thing I have to do tomorrow, and I figured that I would go ahead and talk to you guys while I do this. That way when I get home, I can just dive right into editing and I don't have any distractions or delays. So let's talk about New Boy. So what I was getting ready to complain about, I feel like in a way, kind of somewhat resolved itself a few minutes ago, but not necessarily, if that makes sense. It kind of only made me get in my head even more. But so me and him during the week, we talk throughout the day. Like, he'll text me before he goes into work, and obviously I've been spending the night with him, so he'll kiss me good morning, goodbye. Like, when I wasn't like working, he would leave before I would. He's like, don't get up out the bed, just stay asleep. Like, just leave whenever you get up or whenever you feel like it. So I'm like, okay, cool, cool. So like, he would kiss me in the morning, like, goodbye, like, see you later, blah, blah, blah. And then he would text me when he got to work, doing this all throughout the week, right? So I became a part of his routine. Now, honestly, it has not been that long, you guys, but we have had small talk about, what would we do in the situation of a relationship? Like, how would we, work with me, possibly moving, how would you feel about these things? So we're talking about things concerning a relationship. So in my mind and in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, we're getting to a point where there could potentially be more. Obviously, I'm not getting my hopes up or anything. Like I explained it to you guys, I'm not like hoping and praying that he's the one, blah, blah, blah. I really want it to happen organically. So during the week, all that is great. So the weekend of Thanksgiving, which was, I think, our first weekend, like talking or whatever, I didn't hear from him all day. Like on Saturday, I didn't hear from him all day. And then like Sunday morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning, he calls me. And obviously it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm not answering my phone, because we all know only one thing is open at 3 o'clock in the morning after you done been out with your friends. And it just never gives that for me. Like, I am the one that initiates those type of phone calls. Nobody has ever been able to call my phone in the middle of the night and I jump up and ready to go. I'm the one that make those phone calls. So it never gave that I'm out here just thirsty for sex, or if a dude called me in the middle of the night, I'm like jumping up, getting ready. It never gave that. So when I seen him calling me, I was like, boy, I haven't talked to you all day. I'm not answering the phone. So I didn't answer, and I was also asleep. So, that was the first time. So then that Sunday, I woke up and he called me and he was like, hey, what you doing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I'm downstairs because I was editing in the comment area. So he was like, come over. So I went over, and I didn't know that his friend was there. So I met his friend, cool, sweet guy. And so I asked him, I was like, so tell me something about your friend, that I might possibly should know. There was some red flags that came up, which I won't go into detail because I'm learning to not, speak on people, because people are very sensitive these days and I just don't understand it. It's just like, girl, it's not that serious. But like I said, I won't say certain things that came up to be a red flag, but it was very obvious that these are things that are not going to change. One thing I will say that I asked about was communication, which is why I ask because I'm like, okay, we communicate really well when you're busy and you don't have much free time, and I know that you don't have much free time. So when I know you're at work, you can't, talk to me. When you get home from work, you're making sure you're calling me, or if you don't call me right away, you'll send me a text or whatever, and you'll make sure that before you go to bed, you're calling me so that we can cuddle. So it started to feel very much like I'm just like your cuddle buddy, and no. So anyway, I asked his friend about his communication. I was like, well, backstory, y'all, this is a long story. I'm going all over the place. But backstory, we live in the same building. So when I was on the apps, he would always be on the apps. Red flag number 2. He will always be on the apps. I'm the type of person, I hop on the apps when I'm feeling like I just want to, hook up or do something. I'm never on the app for like days and weeks at a time. Like I never have like a solidified account. I'm always like getting on the app for like a few hours, getting off, deleting it, probably won't get back on for another few days. Like I'm never like invested in the apps. But whenever I would get on, he would always be on. And I did do some little investigation a couple days ago, and I just got on and to see if he was on, and he was still on the app. So I was like, okay, he's still on the apps. We're not in a relationship, so I can't expect him to be off. But I'm like, we're spending all this time together. I'm sleeping in the bed with you every night. Why are you on the apps? Like, why are you on the apps? Like, are you looking for the next best thing so you can like, not have to cuddle with me? I was like, what is it? And these are conversations I haven't had with him, but I'm having it with you guys because I'm venting. So, red flag number 2, he was always on the apps. And even with us been talking for like a couple weeks, I still personally feel like he's still on the apps. But anyway, so that's how we met. So we kind of communicated on the apps. We never linked up because, once again, communication. We would talk for like a good 10, 15 minutes and he would just go completely silent. So finally, the week of Thanksgiving, we finally talked, and I was just like, you know what, Bumpy, what apartment you in? I'm coming down there. And I was like, let's just skip right to the chase, because if I talk too much or we communicate too much, you're gonna go ghost. And I really wanted to meet him and, just whatever. So, we met, we talked or whatever, and it was good vibes. But as we continue to talk, we have mutuals. And whenever I have a mutual with somebody, I either feel like I was bamboozled by the mutual, or you're about to bamboozle me because you're having a moment where you want to experience someone that's a bottom and is in his femininity and is not going to require or want to penetrate you. You know, it's like sometimes other bottoms and verse guys, that's why I don't really like verse guys, because, well, I'm not gonna say I don't like verse guys. I don't like guys that are like verse tops. Like, you normally top, but you a verse every now and then. Like, you either a verse or you're not. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like those guys are like getting these moves where they want to just top people, for a season, but it's not like what they really desire. That at some point they're gonna want to, be penetrated. And with someone that's a bottom, how can I do that? How can I fulfill you like in its entirety? It's given like this is a phase and a season for you where you feel like you want to be big top man. So I know I'm all over the place, y'all, but I'm trying to give y'all all the details I can and make it make sense. But so we got mutuals. So I'm like, either the mutual bamboozled me and you was topping them, or you in an era in which you feeling like you want to be a top and they was topping you. Like, make it make sense. Because it was like 2 people we had in common. I'm like, One of them was years ago. I'm talking about 10 plus years ago. And the other one was like, more recent. And so I was like, okay, we got mutuals. Make it make sense. And then we was talking about, okay, I'm gonna leave that part out because that's a little personal. But anyway, so, I'm just like, okay, red flag number 3. Like, we got mutuals. How do we have mutuals? Because I am under the impression that I only date tops, right? So either you're a verse bottom or a verse top that periodically likes to get penetrated, or I was bamboozled by them. Like, one or the other. And then also, you guys know I'm evolving and I'm growing to be more open to more feminine guys and guys that are more feminine or whatever. And I've really been, open to it. Like, honestly, I haven't been like, oh, I only want a masculine man. But like, some things I just can't get with. Like, you and your friends calling each other bitch, that ain't gonna work for me. Like, that's not gonna work for me. That's one thing I cannot accept. So I was just like, okay, that was a little turn off cringe moment for me. And then, like I said, the communication. It's the weekend now. It's Saturday. I'm out here working. You've been at home all day. You haven't thought to call. You haven't thought to send a good morning text because I left you in the bed this morning. You was still asleep. You didn't send me a good morning text. Hey, how's your day going? Just thinking about you. Nothing. Nothing. I was like, you know what? Let me just call. I called. He did not answer my call. This is today. We're fast forwarded to today. So right before I got off the exit to get here, he calls. And he's like, what you doing? I'm like, working. And he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just out. You know, I just went and got a haircut. Now I'm at Ponce City Market with a friend. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, like I'm in my feelings because I'm like, you haven't talked to me all day. Like you've been at home, according to you, you've been at home chilling all day and you just not getting out the house a few hours ago. So why haven't you like checked on me? Like, what's up with that? And I'm like, okay, it's the weekend. Once again, you're out with friends and you don't hit me up till after you and your friends done hung out. What are we doing here? So I don't know. Oh my God, the moon is so pretty. It's a full moon. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Sorry, y'all. They just caught me off guard. But I just feel like, you know, I don't think that if these are things you have to accept about people, I just really don't feel like I'm ever going to like really find the person for me because I just ask for the simple things. Like I know I talk about, oh, I want me a sugar daddy. I want me a man to buy me gifts. Yes, all those things are great, but I just want a man that's considerate, that is consistent, that is a great communicator, that wants to communicate, that wants you to feel desire. And I want to give you the same because I found myself sending him good morning texts every morning. And I'm just like, okay, like at what point are you going to send me a good morning text? At what point are you going to, you know, be consistent with that? And he did a few times, like I give him that, but majority it was me, and I'm never the one to do that. You know, I'm always the one that's being like sought after. And I've, like I said, as I grow and evolve, I'm learning that it's a give and take. Like you have to give and take. You know, it is what it is. Y'all, the moon is moving because literally it was just like half below the building and now it's like, it's moving. I've never seen the moon like actively move. It's like moving up. It's really moving. Wow. I wish y'all probably not gonna be able to see it. It's probably gonna like a blob, but hold on. Well, this truck just passing by. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it because the lights is blocking it. But I don't know. Let's see. Can you see it? Y'all see that? Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it because of the lights. Ugh. But anyway, I know this is all over the place, but I was like, let me just go ahead and sit down and talk about this real quick because when I get home, I don't want to talk about this. I just want to edit the video and relax. But yeah, like I just don't feel like the guy that I desire. For one, I've already accepted that he's not in Atlanta. With this particular guy, like I told you guys, I didn't have high expectations, but I still wanted to feel like, okay, maybe it could be something, but I wasn't expecting for him to be like my boyfriend. But if we're spending time together, we've spent a night with each other literally every day for the past 2 weeks, like, there's something there, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm just a filler for you and I'm just a warm body to lay next to at night, then I gotta detach from the situation because that's not what I want, and you're becoming a distraction. The word distraction came up again tonight. Because I was like, well, I'm just gonna go home and edit, and I'm just gonna, go to bed tonight. Like I probably won't see you tonight, just to kind of test the word and see what he was gonna say. And he was like, okay, just let me know what you're gonna do. He was like, I must be a distraction. Not, oh man, I really been enjoying sleeping with you every night. Like, I'm gonna miss you. Not any of that. It just automatically goes to like, okay, just let me know what you're gonna do. I guess I'm a distraction. Like, what? What happened to the romance? What happened to making somebody feel wanted and desired? Like, what happened to that? Oh my God. It's just so frustrating. Like, I am a true Southern man. I believe in Southern hospitality, and I believe in catering to your person. And it just like, it just never works out in my favor. Ever. Ever. Literally ever. Yeah, I don't know. But that's the rundown on that. So New Boy is not going to last very long because I'm already in my mind like, yeah, I got to get back in my bag because you are clearly not on the same page with me. And even when I try to have like serious conversations with him, it's always like pushback. Like, you know, like he don't want to talk about it or I'm doing too much. It's just like, we're not getting any younger, baby. I'm 28, you're 30, 31, however old you are. Like, what are we doing here? Y'all, the moon is really fucking moving. I cannot get over it. It's even higher now. Y'all, tell me if that's normal that the moon actually moves. I mean, I know it moves, but I didn't know like you can actually see it happening within like minutes. You know, I thought like to see the movement, you have to be like sitting for like at least an hour or two to see somewhat of a movement, but that thing is really moving. It was like halfway above, like below the building, and now it's like all the way above the building. And it's a full moon. And it's so pretty. But the camera's not going to pick it up, obviously. But yeah, babes, I've been yapping now for 15 minutes. I'm so sorry. But I just wanted to give y'all please comment down in the comments down below if you have any advice for me when it comes down to stuff like this, or you know, any suggestions about how to deal with dating in this day and age. Let me know. But honestly, like, I'm old school. Like, I believe in communicating. I believe in romancing. I believe in making a person feel desired even early on, because that's when you do your big one. Nowadays everybody is so like protective and on guard that you don't even feel like they actually like you, and they probably do, but they're for some reason holding back. I don't get it. I don't like it. But there's that. I'm going to close this part of the conversation out. We'll talk about this at another time, but I just wanted to give y'all a little rundown. I know I was talking so highly about New Boy. Oh, me and New Boy been spending the night with each other, and I like him, and bam. I guess it's true what they say, honey. You can't talk about your plans too soon, cause baby, would it get shot down real fast? Honey, please. But all right, babes, let me get my stuff together and get out of this truck. I will see you guys when we get home, and I'll officially close out the vlog. I'm not gonna close the vlog out after this, but my battery's on 10%, so let me hurry up, and I will see you guys at home. And I'm about to edit this video and get it up because, baby, guess what? I gotta push this content out for my babes. Y'all have been showing up for me, so I gotta show up for you. And of course, I love doing this, so naturally, it's like a part of my life now. So, love you, babes. See you at home. Mwah. Well, babes, and just like that, we've made it home. So, I'm about to freshen up, eat, and edit. I am exhausted. I am so ready to get out of this apartment, so I don't have the urgency and the need to come home, because I'm tired. Like, baby, I work, honey. I work. But this is how you're supposed to feel when you're grinding and getting to the bag. I've been looking real, baby, truck driver-ish lately. I want to get cute, honey. After this week, when I get these coins up, baby, I'm going shopping. Do you hear me? I'm going shopping. I need a shopping trip real bad. But anyway, babes, this is the end of this week's vlog. I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you for always supporting me. Of course, if you are new here, hello, I am TracyJvmes. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family and join the vibes. The babes and I would love to have you. And obviously to my babes, my bae watchers, I love you guys so much. Thank you for showing up for me every single week, supporting my content and everything that I do. I love you guys so much for that. We've been growing, and you guys have been interacting more. We got so many new babes here, so I'm so excited to see our family grow. But yeah, I'm wishing you guys a new week full of new opportunities and new blessings, and I'll see you guys next week for another week in the life of a truck driver. Bye, babes. Love you. Mwah.